afternoon. Bonjour, Anin. Good afternoon. Ambo Stitch. Bonjour. Elders, colleagues, and dear guests, we would like to begin by acknowledging that we are guests and gathered here today on Treaty 1 territory, original lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, Dene, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. And on a separate note, I am just so honored to be here today with the real team and the real genius behind this project and many other projects that have been going on, which we can chat with you about a little bit later. But the first time we presented this project, I had a little bit of a pit in my stomach that Joanna knows about, that we couldn't all travel to Ottawa together. So we have done right today, and you will hear the stories of the elders behind this project. My name is Genevieve, and I'm honored to be here today. Miigwech.
My name is Kayla Weller, and I'll just echo what Jen said. It's a real honor to be recognized again for the work on this project and to be here with our collaborators who we could not have done it without, and to be in person again with all of you. It's just very special. It feels like we've come full circle to be here today.
Kayla and I are both teachers at Exshaw School, a small community that lies between the Rocky Mountains and the city of Calgary, and we border on the Stoney Yithka First Nation. Our school is a small K-8 public school in the Canadian Rockies School Division of about 200 students, all of whom come from the Yithka Stoney Nations. We are nestled in the Rocky Mountains, and it is just a beautiful place to go to work to every day. I'm the school's success teacher, and I love my job. I have the honor of collaborating with families, elders, knowledge keepers, students, in order to make learning culturally relevant, engaging, and meaningful for everybody involved. I attempt to create space in our school for voices, opportunities, language, and stories that have not always been welcomed in Canadian schools. We want our students to know the power in their history, in their stories, the power in their people, and the strength that has always been found in the culture and on the land. I, along with other passionate educators in our school, like Kayla, am committed to bringing the truth and reconciliation calls to action alive in our school every day.
And this is my 5th year working at the school. Jen and I began this project, what feels like a long time ago, in November of 2018. And our goal was to design an authentic learning task for students that would help them engage in the Alberta Social Studies curriculum, but on a deeper level. So I really connected with that idea from earlier about finding the I in history. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted them to see themselves in the history, in the curriculum, and bring it to life. And we were really inspired by the words of former National Chief of Assembly Phil Fontaine, National Chief of Assembly of First Nations, Phil Fontaine, at a speech he gave to our staff on our opening day. And he really encouraged us to find ways to introduce students to heroes in their community, and to show them heroes that look like them and bring that to life for them, so that they could hear stories they haven't been told, see themselves in that history. And we have a news clip to share with you that just does a really good job of putting our project all together for you to see.
Rachel?
The Truth and Reconciliation Commission released its report in 2015, but many critics complain little has been done to follow through. But in a small school at the foot of the Rocky Mountains, a Grade 4 project is proving that not only can it be done, the impact can be transformational. Here's Jefferson Humphreys.
My hero is John Chiniki. He is my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, and he signed Treaty 7. His original Cree name is Chinikai.
My hero is Ta'ofa. He is my great-great-great-grandfather.
My hero is Joe Kootenai Sr.
My hero is Lily Baptiste.
My hero's name is Moses Bear.
When school started, these 9-year-old kids at Exshaw School knew very little about their roots.
And some of these kids, even their parents, did not know about who their relatives were.
The Heroes Project changed all that. Teacher Kayla Dallin and Amy Park from the U of C's Galileo Network began a year-long initiative to help these kids find a hero.
They're just bombarded with heroes, but they're not from their community. They don't see themselves in those people.
To do it, they approached the community's elders who helped piece together the past. The impact was immediate.
Their eyes just lit up to all of a sudden they're now thinking about their history. This is who we were before. Now I got to learn more about who I am, and it's about finding their identity.
I didn't even know I was related to a shaman with supernatural powers.
Students carefully reconstructed family trees.
When they got to learn about Indigenous heroes from their own family, you could just see it in them. They sat up a little straighter. They looked directly at the elders instead of staring at the floor. Their whole demeanor changed.
And it wasn't just the students who reconnected with their roots.
Oh, that was unbelievable. It was unbelievable because we as Nakota are an oral group. We have oral traditions, and for a time there we lost some of that teaching, that oral teaching.
Let's give our children back what they've lost, what we've lost through the residential school, is reconciling them with the past.
Then, renowned Canadian artist Christine Wignall helped the children bring their heroes to life. They shaped and painted busts of their ancestors and shared their work at Arts Place Gallery in Canmore.
I had the opportunity to meet Kayla in October.
Proud educators and elders also learned a few things along the way.
They worked all year on this project, and if you have high expectations for kids and you support them, they can do anything, and they proved that.
It felt really good to pass on what myself and the other knowledge keepers have known to our grandchildren, and it felt wonderful.
And the exhibition runs through the long weekend at Arts Place in Canmore.
I'll just make a note there. In that news clip, you saw elders Fred Powderface, but also the late Sykes Powderface, who we lost just this past year. And I know it's a huge loss to not only Minithni, but also across the country. He did great advocacy work and was critical in many projects that we've done. So it's wonderful to sort of have him here with us today.
So the theme of the forum today is called To Act, Truth, Reconciliation, and Collaboration. And as we said before, this project really wouldn't have been possible without collaboration with knowledge keepers and elders, because someone like me simply, I don't have the knowledge, I don't have the stories, it's not in textbooks, we need each other. So we're so lucky to have the commitment, work, passion of the Yithka elders who are willing to share their knowledge and stories with students.
So it's now my honor. I'll ask Una Wesley if she would like to come up, Philomene Stevens, Virgil Stevens, and Tracy Stevens. These elders have been my teachers. I've been working with the community for a long time, 22 years. And so none of this work would be possible without the relationships with which I know people have been talking about. So they will speak on behalf of the elders who collaborated on this project and continue to teach, share, and show up every day for students from Morley, but also students across the Bow Valley every day. I'll just pass it over. Una Wesley here.
Thank you, Jan. Allow me to say a few words here. Dagwanjawa, my friends, I'm glad to be here. And now we can tell our stories, and then our stories are true. It makes us survivors, and be working with the teachers like this, amongst the students. And I've been fortunate to be with my family. There are my father and my cousin's mother. They're same siblings, and they had grandfather's name was Peter Westay, one of the heroes mentioned. And I myself am an elder, and I do a lot of teaching too. And one of the things I was thinking about is that lady in the red. Yeah, and now we can tell our stories. I was thinking, like when I was a little girl, I remember we used to go out of the reserve and go wherever where we can harvest animals and get ready for the winter and pick berries and pick medicine. For a long time, we were not allowed to do that and perform our ceremonies too. And we always did things in secret. And now it's becoming fruition that we are recognized. And I just want to honor these two teachers from Exshaw for their time. It's in the mountains where it's not easy to go there every day, especially in the winter when the school is in operation there. The roads are bad at times, and yet my cousins too, they're so faithful, and I'm grateful that our culture and our language has been recognized, and they teach all the students out there. I just want to say that, and I thank you for listening.
Amawastet, everyone. Mie yeska chazaji. Mankochuia mangyavits. Adeje da padaha. Je wejamija. Ade hungry. Hechene dan da chadoken yeska bi engegi jamne tandaha. Inge Spain kiabine. Ingitunga shibina kedaha. Tehanje ihnoyang taiskamit. So briefly, I just said, my traditional name is Mother Earth, passed on on my father's side, my grandmother. Now I'm carrying her traditional name, which is Mother Earth. He said, when we were first born, all I remember, the very first thing my grandparents told me was, there's a creator in heaven. He put you in this world to do work for him, and then he put you on Mother Earth, so you can teach all that traditional stuff and carry that on, so it won't be lost. He said, so I really value that, and it's really sacred, and I'm honored. I'm just full of, I don't even know what to say. I'm so happy to be here to share my knowledge, and we do everything. We teach all that, and then we do feast too with traditional food like dry meat, moose meat, and so I just wanted to tell everything, but now that it's short, and this necklace is made by my grandmother, and I get to finish it and wear it, and the moccasins we wear is made by my late mother. She left us at 94 years old 7 years ago, and I just wanted to share that with you. Yes.
Ambosteno, good day. Today is a very good day for me because I'm here. I come here thinking I'm going to share a story my mom told me from her grandfather, Taosa, at the signing of the treaty. So I come here and I decided to share that with you. What my great-grandfather said from my mom words, what my mom told me that she heard from her grandfather, he said during the signing of the treaty, what he said back then was, it wasn't in English, but he said it in Stony, and because we didn't know a word of English back then, it was never written down. They said we had interpreters, but it's never written down. So I'm going to say what my grandfather said back in 1877. I know you, the coming of the people from across the big waters. I will accept that. I will learn your language. I will learn everything you make, your education, technology. I will use all that to make a living. But I will keep my tribal ways, my language. You can't take away my language. It's given to me from the Creator. And I will share my land with you. My mom told me that her grandfather said that during the signing of the Treaty 7. So truth and reconciliation. We have to honor our ancestors' visions. Their vision was present day today, and we have to share what was said when they did the treaties across Canada. And I thank you, everybody here, to think about it. If we work together, we can better our future for Canada and its Indigenous people. Thank you.
Hello everyone, Ishnias. I'm glad to be here. I'm the youngest in the family. I'm number 13. Mom's no longer with us and Dad passed away back in 2005. They were both residential survivors and Dad was also a veteran. And so yes, I'm glad to be here and I'm honored to be here in Treaty 1 territory. And I'm glad that I was invited. And when I was a girl, I used to talk with my friends, my girlfriends, and I would tell them, when I grow up and when I have grandkids, I'm gonna work at the school. And that's what I've been doing. So thank you very much.
Thank you all for having us here today, just to share our story one more time. And again, it just feels so good to be back together. Thank you.
Thank you. Ishnish, miigwech.